invite Dr. Dilip Tikle to address the audience on data analytics with integrated technology. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you to all management and organizing such an important event at the appropriate time. Data is a wealth for 21st century, as you all are aware. And we are heading, because of the technological advent, the business pressures, the directions in which data analytics is moving and the speed at which it is moving is tremendous. And I think it's a timely event to understand the progress, understand the things. So I'm sure that today my focus is more on integrated business analytics challenges, which I will focus in the next 30 minutes, which I'm going to talk to you. So I'll just cover some background to start with, and then we'll go to the integrated component. Can we have the next slide, please? One thing which we need to understand, and which is clearly said, that the business analytics should always focus in the reverse engine. First, it has to see a business benefits. Just not doing a research on numbers and crunching numbers and coming out with an ideas and patterns, which is good, but not enough to make a drive of business. I'll give you some business case studies which eventually prove this point further. So we are talking more of integrated technology. Can we go to the next slide, please? This is what traditionally what we see. Am I audible? Can I stand there? Is that okay? Am I audible? So what we see here is a traditional model. This is not a very unique diagram. This is a typical diagram of any BA travel, or what we call the evolution of BA. Okay. Yeah. Evolution of BA. So we started from just basic analysis just to capture a data, then we probably went to what it happened. So every time people were saying, okay, if you have data, so what next? So what next was a question which was a curiosity which developed into BA as a practice and start developing further. Now we are talking about far beyond. So what we had just having just a data to be made to insight, and then we had a forecasting, foresight, future, expectation, aspirations, and now we are moving ahead because every day there is a new curiosity. Having the data is not enough. Initially people, I remember I had an opportunity to work with Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Dr. Vijay Bhatkar. I remember today because I know in way back in 1997, Bhatkar was saying that look, data is wealth, the rest all wealth is of no use. So we were saying, look, there is no data capture happening anywhere. People are still struggling to even capture data and sustain the data. And we are talking about wealth, this and it will happen. And what we see today is actually data is now captured, humongous data is captured, especially because of the cloud. Now every action, everything which you do, the humongous data is captured. Now the question arises what you do with the data. And I think we have a complete BA. I need not explain it because you all are going to be a professional in the space of business analytics. But then what we were doing? First we were trying to analyze, create a pattern, then series, and then probably create some sense out of that data. So we said data, information, knowledge, and then wisdom, and so on and so forth. So data was slice and dice for the interest of the business. Today people are saying, look, we don't have so much of time. You will slice, dice, then do data visualization, then I will understand, and then I will take the corrective action. My competition is so faster than me that I don't have so much of time. Do you have something which will directly do the correction at the end? Okay, so now people are expecting us to run their business by managing their business cycle also, based on the predicting things happening in the market, predicting happening in the future. We'll look at some of the case studies. Why I wanted to show you this was a traditional model which we were going. Can we have the next slide? This is the process, and I'm going to talk beyond this process. The process is data mining, which you all are aware. Then we had a data forecasting. Then we had a projections. We had something. Then we have a predictive analysis. Based on this, like large number of, I don't know, but I was working with a British company. So they were saying, that they develop an analysis for last 200 years of natural data. That is data of disaster, data of rains, data of heat, data of accidents, and then they predict that what will happen next year, what will happen another next 5 years, and then the insurance companies were ready to decide the premium so they don't make a loss. That kind of predictive analysis was happening. Then we have a data visualization. I think you have a topic, and I understand Parag is also teaching you that. This is something which we are. Now I'm talking beyond this is data integration. What I mean by data integration is that whatever analysis comes out, if it is matured enough, like as you know the standard process that we have a machine learning where we learn how the people behave, like we play a game onto our PC or mobile, and then they learn from thousands of people how you play the game, and he plays the game with you with the knowledge of 1,000 people. Okay, so eventually he learns out of the machine learning and then become an artificial intelligence. When it becomes too mature, then he becomes more powerful than you. And we have seen the blue chip experiment, which has been worked very well as far as chess is concerned. Why I am giving this example? I think the time has come where BA process has matured enough to take a decision on its own. Like for example, ChatGPT has been under this one. A lot of people are talking about these kind of platforms directly integrated to their chatbot and their business can run. So the whole process of having an IVRS and creating machine learning and then creating artificial learning, then creating a rule and regulation and then putting a chatbot is probably shortened by this and made it more powerful than what we expect. So we are talking about something beyond this, and that is known as data integrated models of data analytics. So can we go to the next slide? This is again in a different context, the same point is done, but I just wanted to set a background. So we are talking about artificial intelligence and automated analytics. Why? Because as you know that today, let me take one example so that we can probably take it forward. Look at the Mercedes S-Class. Mercedes S-Class have almost 210 sensors fit into the car who are continuously doing the data logging and pushing it to the server. Now whenever I bang my car onto a pothole, suppose on the left side, the data is processed. It is not only processed, it is analyzed, and they send me an SMS that you are banged heavily and the rubber component is seen is likely to be broken or damaged, and you have a next service station onto your left for 26 kilometers, and the part which is required, which might be required, is available in the center. We have already confirmed it. This is what we call an integrated business analytics. It is not just shown to somebody and then they take a supplementary action. It is absolutely completely integrated, found out whether they have it, they don't have it. So as we go further, people's expectations about the data analytics are far beyond this. Now I'm also going to see how the data has been captured also. But let's go to it. So we are talking about automated analytics. So that is something where I give you one example. Predictive, the real time. Now people are saying no time. Don't show me the report and then I'll take action. No. Tell me something what need to be done. If it is not serious, if not a grade A, please do it. Don't wait for me. Do the correction right away. So we have moved to a next class of expectations. I'll give you one generic example. That was earlier models, I remember I went to some Leela, Bangalore sometime, and I actually went to that place for the first time. The gentleman came in at the door and said, "Hi Dilip, how are you?" And so I'm a little surprised, but I said, "It's okay, he might have got a name." So then he said, "Sir, welcome to our hotel, and as you like good spicy vegetable food, it will be available in the corner. You like yellow flowers, so which are kept into your this one. You love dark chocolate, that has been kept into your room." Till that this was okay. I thought this guy might have got some intelligence from somewhere. Then he said, "How are your daughters now?" "They must be in 10th and 12th. No? Then I said, "Gentlemen, come this side. Now I need to talk to you. How the hell you know this?" He said, sir, अभी बता नहीं सकता आपको. मैं बोला बताना तो पड़ेगा. I'll offer you a cup of tea. Let's come to my room. Then he said, I never came to this hotel before. I never met this gentleman. He said, last time when you went to, Leela, Mumbai, our manager spoke to you general casually, कैसे फूल लगा, तब आपने बोला था ये अच्छा था, फूल अच्छे लगे. Then he said, come with the family one day. That time you said, I have two daughters, one is in 8 and one is in 10. So he had made a notes into that. अभी 2 साल हो गए तो दोनों पास तो हो गए होंगे. So I asked you 10th and 12th. Look at to the intelligence which he used. Look at to the data, how he used it for customer relationship management. The point which I am trying to drive to you is that was an earlier, older models. Very grandly successful. But now they are far beyond than what we are talking. I'll give you some more examples as we go further. And now we are talking about big data. Although there was a tremendous hype and it is still there about big data. But the kind of looking at the expectations of people and response, they are finding it very slow. And then now the problem is so much of data. Sir, I have given some example of 2 terabytes in only medical. But look at the people like we all, everybody has a camera. Everybody takes at least 3 photos, 5 photos, do some 5 chat, 10 chat. Just look at the 7 billion people doing this every day. And for everybody, every chat is equally important. And so much of data is created every day. We don't know what to do with this data, how to store it. It's multi-format data. It is multidisciplinary data. And what we need is, we need some intelligent people to understand which data is relevant to what. Now HR guy is saying, before recruiting this guy, look at his Facebook profile. Because now he's showing a very pretty face, but on Facebook his real face will be out. Go and find out. So look at to the multi-level of integrity of data, the generation of data, humongous data, and how to index it, how to do it. So we have a big challenge, and we are now finding it challenge from technology perspective. How much processing will you do? What is the relevance of processing? How we manage that? So I'll go to the next one. So now I'm going to just give you a few examples. That earlier there was a problem. Problem is that people say that how we can get a real-time data. How we get a data which is trustworthy. Many times data is not trustworthy. How we get it? Okay. So now there are devices. There are various kinds of, huge spectrum of devices. One which we just saw, like drone. Drone is now capturing data. Then we have satellite imagery, which are traditional data models where the data is being captured. Then we have IoTs. Then we have blockchains. Then we have wearables. I'm sure that you are aware of this. Am I right? Are you all with me? Yeah. So these are the technologies which are made available. I recently saw one device which is now taking care of old people. Okay. So they have one IoT device which is kept there, and all the medical equipment with HL7 protocol are connected to this IoT device, and this device pushes the data in real time to anywhere where whoever is authorized to access the data. So we are now talking about these kind of, I recently saw a hybrid car, and now they are talking about developing an operating system for hybrid car, because there will be more number of models, more number of versions, more number of combinations, and it will require large number of integration from third-party integration. And this will capture data. And who will manage this data? Who will process the data? Car itself cannot do it. So if you want to do it on a server, then you need a protocol, you need something to be done. So now people are talking about smart home operating system, smart car operating system, hybrid car operating systems, because that's something which is people are expecting, where the data will be continuously collected, trustworthy data. What we are talking about, machine to machine data, which is more reliable, and that is what people are being attempting. Why not we have a data directly coming from the last point where it is being captured? Then we have a handheld devices. I don't have to tell you that everything like wearables, all the my body sensors have been connected to my mobile device, and it has been transmitted with whatever communication technology suits to, whether it is RF, IR, Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or whatever you feel appropriate that you can use it. And that's the models which have been now developing. Databases and data mining and all, those are the traditional models. But new technology, look at the Dubai airport, which is likely to go this year, will likely to go manless. So they are talking about blockchain integrated with immigration systems. So anything happening just a second before you enter the airport will also be recorded. And if you are not eligible, you will not pass through the immigration. So those kind of data actually integration with a business case is being demonstrated, is been now becoming live. So we are now moving to a next level of data analytics, which is not only done in real time, but done from reverse engineering, keeping from business expectations, and then even integrated with other activities to see that customer gets a final end results or probably a better results than what it was before. On the other side, what we have been doing, we are talking like, I don't know, but have you heard the name SD-WAN? Okay, there is a technology known as SD-WAN. Okay. Why I am mentioning this? Because this is used essentially by media people. Media people want to capture a news and they wanted a breaking news because only breaking news gets an TRP. The problem is that anybody shooting any part of Bombay or any part of the country in a remote part will probably capture, make some CD or maybe USB, and then somebody will run to their station and upload, or maybe nearby DB WAN and upload and all. It will take few seconds or probably few minutes. Now these cameras have a multi-slot, multi-service provider, switches which are attached to the camera itself. So camera starts shooting, and whatever bandwidth is available or whatever multiple bandwidths are available, they are used directly to transmit to their head office, and then people can do it. So now the breaking news can go with a fraction of a second. It will not even delay further by even 1 second. Multi-slots will allow them to even go to any remote area. Whatever connection is available, service provider, they will start doing there. So idea is to reduce the speed and give the information as quickly as possible, and that is what probably people are doing attempting now. Similarly, there are examples like Salesforce, and then we have a digital marketing and all. What people are doing now, they are not doing the traditional processing model. They are saying you got a lead generation, you are sure about it, it is matured enough, just push it to our marketing team digital, it will start further doing. Don't wait. Don't wait for somebody to take a decision, do the analysis, do the second level of analysis. No need. Let's have an integrated business model immediately to be working with the next. I'll give you some examples for this. Like look at say HDFC Bank. When you buy something which is expensive on the HDFC card, probably it takes not more than 90 seconds to receive a call from HDFC saying that I just wanted to confirm whether you purchased a tab at 90,000 rupees. And if I say yes, then they say, do you mind if I convert it into 12 EMI? What is this? This is the real-time analysis. Look at the bank assurance software. What it does is, it actually look at to all your transactions. If you are paying heavy bills on medicines, if you have paid a hospital bill, if you have applied for your children to go abroad, if you are trying to go for foreign trip, the next step what we will do is, the moment you have this kind of transaction, they will call you up and sell their insurance. This is the time where you have to do this. This is an integrated model. This all happens in less than 60 seconds. So we don't have so much of time with the traditional model. So there are hundreds of models which we have been monitoring continuously. I wanted to give you something in little automotive. I think we have time. Automotive, I'll give you another example. Toyota has a concept car known as iPod. What they did is, they actually did they put a lot of sensor in the car, and they see how the driver behaves. They study the behavior of driver. So they have body temperature, they have pulse rate, they have voice modulations. Then also they relate it to the music which I see. They also look at the way that I drive, how many times I brake and at what speed I drive, how many quick brakes I do, how many normal brakes I do, how pleasantly I drive. All the parameters they study. This is like a machine learning. They do. And after that they build an intelligence that whenever my pulse rates are high, if I have a fight with my wife, then they understand which music they should play so that I calm down and I don't drive faster. Okay, so they have their own intelligence built within this. Why I give this example? Just to tell you that these were the traditional models, now they have got even further enhanced. They are not only seeing my profile, they are also seeing a role profile, they are also seeing a overall holistic business models, and then they align the data. I'll give you a couple of more examples at the time, further go. So, in this slide, I essentially wanted to tell you that there are now technologies are available for collection of data right at the root. As sir was mentioning about drone. So drone is collecting data in absolute remote area also. Earlier we had nothing more than satellite imagery, but I know we were working in satellite imagery, and I don't know how many of you know, but the resolution of this is so high that we are talking about, even from such a high distance, we are talking about less than 5 millimeter resolution. So even my hairs are flying. That also will be captured into this Iconus cameras which are put into satellite imagery. Now what they do, in the satellite imagery they identify crop, they identify the water body shrinking, the rate at which water bodies are shrinking, and all these traditional models are being done. Now they are used for business purpose. Like I'll give one example, then I'll go ahead. Like in most of the countries, it is seen in the particular area, similar kind of crops are grown by many farmers at the same time. Okay, and the problem is that if all get a bumper crop, the price comes down, and if all get a losses, everybody is in the loss. So if at all if they make a crop, then the prices are dropped. If they don't make a crop, all are losers. So now they have a helpline center which calls up to a center and tells that I want to grow a corn. And they will just say that no, there is already 330 hectares of corn is already been planted into your area. So if you want to, you probably can have something else. Otherwise, don't do it, because if you do that, it is it's a problem for everybody. Now those kind of ready-made systems which are based on chatbot, not based on human beings, who runtime analyze that what crops are available, what crops can be done, what are the percentage. All is being now communicated. Now it is in the POC model. Okay. So these kind of models are now emerging into a big. I was working on one project which I'll give you, and then I'll go to the next one. There was energy loss. In India, the energy loss, especially in Maharashtra, energy loss is humongous. Okay. At least it is declared, which is huge. Sometimes it is as high as 47%, 50%. So they were saying, sir, kya hua? So I said, look, I don't want to get into your internal problems, but what we can do is, we can have GIS based, the models, which will now have a, vertical, we'll take one zone, and we'll have a GPS modems being attached to electrical meters, and we'll run time, collect the data from all the meters and the feeder, we'll analyze and tell you what is the drop line where. How much is the billing happening and how much is the electricity being used. And surprisingly what we found out, in many sectors we clearly found out there is a leakage into this. The feeder has this much reading and the consumption is only this much. Where is the rest all? So I said, that is now your problem, you go and find out. Because that's something, so those kind of products, those kind of business analytics applications have been doing extremely well. Whether it is in healthcare, whether it is in transportation, customer relationship, automotive, we can have hundreds and thousands of examples. And I think we got just a tip of iceberg. All of you will work in these sectors and probably create more creative applications which we have never imagined at all. And that's a modeling what we are talking about. And that's a business which is business driven modeling, not the modeling and then the business. Okay, so that's a point which we want to try. Can we have the next please? When IoT came in, lot of people say that IoT kya karenge yaar? So people had no idea what IoT can be done. I remember one case study which came in 2019 after IoT came in 2018. That Pepsi or I think Thumbs Up, I don't remember, they have some 250,000 outlets across the country. And they used to have an IoT device in every freezer. along with some sensors put up there. And they can sit here and find out which freezer is not working. If the Kashmir freezer is not working, they can just put up a call and tell them that तुम्हारा freezer बंद है कल से, शाम से उसका temperature बहुत कम हो गया. इनका freezer चालू है लेकिन temperature ठीक नहीं है, इसमें quantity ठीक नहीं है, इसमें ये कम पड़ रहा है, उसमें वो कम पड़ रहा है. So this was like sitting at one location and managing 2,50,000 locations by using one IoT device fit into a power supply of that particular unit. That's it. So those were applications which are more of business enhancement. How now we are modifying? We are modifying to a great extent. What we are trying to see is that what you see today, we are talking about runtime credit facilities. Now this is a real data analytics part. So there was a model that if I don't have a money, I can go to a dispenser, say Thumbs Up or probably Pepsi dispenser. I can put a code there in my mobile and send an SMS, and they will deliver me the the product, and then they will cut the money into my wallet, whatever digital wallet I have. Now today they are giving me a band which is based on my procurement for the last 1 year, my need for this month, predictive need for this month, my credit facility which is available, and then what discounts are available in my shop for this particular bucket list. So moment I put this and probably move around, it will give me a buzzer every time when the product which is relevant to me comes in. So I can just go and probably look at to that. Then they also offer me a runtime credit facility, enhanced credit facility, so I don't get worried about whether my payments will be enough or not. So we are talking about next generation of business analysis, not general business analysis. I will not go into details because these were predicted in way back in 2018, and today what we see a reality that these are become one of the massive data capturing equipments today, and of course the end delivery service also. Yeah, go ahead. So I want to tell you that you are at the best time for business analytics ever been seen in the past. This is the best time people have started appreciating that we need business analysis. There is no other way. All the time we were trying to convince people, look, this is needed. Abhi public ko pata hai, without digital marketing, without this business analytics, we can't go anywhere. They need this, but now their expectations are high. We also need to raise our bars high and see what best we can make out. Most of the companies today making huge money. If you look at their core part of it, it is business analytics. Those people who have migrated, there are companies who migrated from, manures and seeds, those kind of people also migrated to agriculture and data, and today they have become a giant in those areas, and now people are after them to probably do the collaboration. So it is a data-driven world. It is data-creating world, and data is being built, and you are at the right time at the right place. That's something which is important, because many times we are either before the time, before the maturity, or we are after the maturity. Right now, I think it looks that the perfect time is there. Yeah. So in my opinion, so now we are saying that we are matured enough, okay, so that we can directly do integration with a business applications, which was probably the tridely but not been extensively used. The time has come where people want it like that. Look at to the model, especially in education. You go to an international fair, especially in the US or UK, the moment you have inquiry for a course, you will probably find in next 24 hours, you will get at least a messaging from if not less than 50 kind of universities, institutions, companies. How quick it is? There are no people involved into this. This is like a completely integrated drill. Then we are talking about, we are capturing the variety of data. Now the data, when we talk about cloud, sir, that is where the data is captured at every stage. Earlier we used to capture specifically data and put it into database. Now you don't have to. As a part of process, protocol, regulatory authority, the data is being maintained for log, for transaction, for threads, everything. And so humongous data is available, like forensic data. As you say, the CCTV data, forensic data. all data are available, and those are humongous in nature, and those are captured now in real time. The country like ours, when they decided to have a project like Aadhaar, people laughed at it, said that we will never be able to do it. And this country has successfully not only done it, but they have done it far better than any country in the world. And we have that kind of data being collected in absolute remote areas which have no connectivity, nothing. But today we are done. As you know that we are the largest country in the world who does the electronic election in this country, in the whole planet. Nobody does dare to do that kind of volumes. So we have that kind of capability of collecting data, analyzing data, securing data, maintaining the data. Now we are saying that next stages will be to do the profiling, data profiling of the business. So we are not saying that now you do only the slice and dice of database. That you have to do, there is no question. But do you know for whom what you are doing? Do we know that what is the end result of it? Do we know what they are expecting tomorrow? I wanted to give you one example. I'll take a couple of minutes and close. See, in the audio systems, you all must be hearing your audio systems. You have treble and you have bass and you have everything. So people used to say that here, जिसको music समझ में आता है, used to say that वो bass में ना, I need to have certain frequencies to be higher. So then we have equalizer, which came in. So 1K, 2K, 3K, a lot of people must have seen those equalizers working. But then what happened? Then people say, you ask them, क्या हो गया? You are not using equalizer? No, I made one design of my name and now it is like that only. So he never understood the whole purpose of why equalizer, where to boost up a sound, where to reduce to get a better effect. So then they drop the idea. They come out with 4 buttons: classic, jazz, natural, and this. Then also there was a problem because then they realized the data shows that nobody shifts that. Even now there is a classical music, people are not shifting, and there is a pop music, people are not shifting. So now what happened? With the digital advent, the header says that what to select. Now they said you do nothing. You just sit back, relax and enjoy music. I will change that. So the moment I understand this is the classic music, I shift over the classic. So all the frequencies are adjusted as per the classic and then the song is played. So we gone next level. We are reducing the dependency on the local selectors and we are trying to manage everything. I can give you day in and day out the different examples where the business is integrated with BA, with the BA models. And now it is also derived from other way, depending on the business needs at this point of time. So friends, you got a new R&D subjects. You got a research for doing business profiling. You got a research for doing people profiling. So that what is their needs and how the data should be captured for them, how it to be pushed to them. And there are humongous opportunities which I see. And with that, I'm sure that many of you will probably create a most creative model for the country as well as for the globe and humanity. With this, I again thank everybody, being a patient listener. Thanks for inviting me.